Hey guys, it's Pursuing. I'm sorry. We're just gonna go with that. We tried saying hi like twice, and Aurora's dog was
sniffing her and bothering her and
trying to force her head up under my rear end.
It was pretty bad. So anyway.
All right, our last one was a bit short, but that's because we hit the part where we know what route we're on.
Hallelujah. Anyway, so we ended up jumping in between a fight in which both of those guys were going to attack each other, and apparently they both like a girl who's gonna get in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because we ended up on Rafael's route.
Yes.
All right.
And he seems nice, so this may be a good route to start with.
Yep. Of all the boys, it's Rafael I feel most drawn to. From the moment we met, he's been nothing but kind to me. Always thoughtful, always cheerful. He's been a ray of sunshine through everything that's happened. And he's beautiful, like a work of art. I can't say this seriously, we're going to be laughing. If he wore something better than those rags, he'd be breathtaking.
He is pretty cute, but seriously, I don't know that. But I guess you could say he is exactly like a work of art because that's what he is. He is a piece of artwork.
He's always trying to make people happy, and all those people always take advantage of it, even me. I thought at first that he was just a servant and it was his job to take care of us. But that isn't the case, so why does everyone let him act like their slave?
Well, we don't know what their world is like. He really might be a slave.
I mean, he's a guest in this house, however, I believe he lived
with Lynn.
So
he might be Lynn's slave.
But that doesn't, require him to be serving everyone else?
But if you're a slave, that attitude may exist. And if he's the only slave in the house, then Lynn's may just have him taking care of everything. And, if he's doing the cooking and stuff,
right?
Lynn's may just have him cook for everybody because he's gonna cook for Lynn's anyway. He's gonna do the dishes. And it's clear that he works with Lynn's.
Yeah. So.
And Lynn's did refer to him as obedient in one of the parts.
Yeah, so. I don't know. I think we'll probably see.
Yeah, we will definitely find out. This is not the route that Callie watched, so.
Yeah, so. When I look at Rafael, I see myself as a little girl, eagerly showing off the latest test scores to my parents to make them proud of me. I don't think there was anything good about me besides my grades. I never got over that, mostly. But why is he so insecure? Why doesn't he have better clothes? Why is he living with an older man who isn't his father, brother, or boyfriend? I can't think of reasons. I can think of reasons, but none of them are good. My English fails. But I don't know. I haven't seen that much of him while I've been here. He did disappear for a good long chunk of time. He wasn't in our last few episodes at all.
He was in the last one. Basically just to come and be like, you!
Right.
But anyway.
I haven't seen that much of him while I've been here. And when we are together, he doesn't talk about himself. No. He's such a sweetheart. I just want to pick him up and cuddle him until he close.
Like a puppy.
But that's not a proper way to feel about a boy, is it? It's not really romantic. He's younger than I am and prettier than I am. That's how it works in the books. That's never how it works in the books, duh. No, but books are not a very good...
How much younger are we talking here? Are we dabbling into a creepy realm of younger than you? Because he looked the same age as you to me.
Unless...
But you are drawing, so...
Well, it's really hard to tell with anime-style drawings, but unless they're going to specify, I'm saying he could probably... I think she guessed somewhere around 16 or 17.
I don't even know. But yeah, in any case,
Probably
Maybe we'll
somewhere
find
around
out.
that age.
Maybe we'll find out.
I don't know. All I know is that when he smiles, I feel warm inside. Though I've seen,
Aww.
yeah.
Ew.
though on another note, when I've seen games played out that one of the characters is younger, the English translation does not say it in the game. People know it by actually looking stuff out, typically.
But she did say it this time, although if he's not significantly younger, that.
Yeah, like they'll say younger, but they won't give an age.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because,
we can't calculate the age difference.
yeah, because
like
in some countries it's like perfectly acceptable, but in like
ours
it's
not. So
yeah,
much.
a lot of people would see that as being really creepy and
right.
might complain. So they just kind of go, "Oh yeah, they're younger."
Let's just generalize this so we don't offend people to the point of they're not going to buy our games anymore.
I don't know, because in the original translation it may not have actually given a specific age, but
Yeah,
that's irrelevant.
True too. I find Rafael and Nathaniel together in the sitting room.
You don't owe me anything. I'm not the one.
He notices my entrance and trails off.
Perhaps not, but nothing obligates you to help me either. I want to help because I can.
Oh, now I like both of them.
The question is, do you want me to? I don't know.
Hi, what's up?
Rafael and I are discussing the value of higher education.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, you want to go to college?
I don't know. I was never very good at school.
Did you completely hate school, or were you just not at the top of your class?
I didn't hate it.
You don't have to be a genius to go to college. He just seems not very confident at all.
No, definitely not.
But if they're talking college, he's got to be, back to our age thing, at least 17.
Yeah.
And just being smart isn't enough to get admission. Some schools are really secretive, but
Selective.
Selective. Some schools are really selective, but others aren't. Excuse my poor reading skills. There are state schools that will accept anyone who graduated high school. At least I think there are in my world. I turned to appeal to Nathaniel.
I'm not certain. I never went to high school. I had private tutors.
Of course you did.
You know what? Just really, never mind.
Anyway, college is great. You'll make lots of friends, and it will help you get a better job later. If you're willing to work hard and study, you'll be fine.
Okay, so but that probably takes away him being a slave, because if he were a slave, probably they wouldn't be worrying about higher education for him.
Like, unless there were different sort of rules with slaves, like not necessarily a slave for life, but more like an indentured servant kind of thing.
Yeah, like a bond servant or whatever they were called back then. Anyway.
Like, when they came to colonize America, it was called indentured servants. And I only know this because I took a really long history class last semester.
Yay. She hated it.
I really did. And I took 2 of them in 1 semester.
She hated them both.
I really did. And if you go to state school, it won't cost as much.
As much as what?
Well, the big private schools are really expensive. He shakes his head. I don't think it works that way in this world.
All accredited universities charge the same tuition fees. They are capped by the government in order to be affordable to the whole population.
So we're a socialist country here.
Sort of, anyway.
How convenient! Where I come from, people pretty much have to start a trust fund when their kids are born to afford the major schools. Yeah. Nathaniel sighs. Did I say something wrong?
No, it's not your fault. So does that mean that anyone whose parents failed to plan ahead or fell on hard times can't study at university?
Not unless they're really smart.
Well, not necessarily, because there's state funding
Yeah.
And then
And scholarships.
loans. I mean, if you want to go to college, you can go to
it
college,
just
but
depends.
you may be paying back loans for a good portion of your life.
Yeah, it just depends on how desperate you are. There's always state schools, like I said.
Well, here at least the tuition fees are not too high to prevent me from helping a friend or two in need. Yeah, but you're rich.
Yeah.
If it's all right with you, then I'll do it. It's all right.
Wait, you're going to pay to send Raphael to school?
Why not?
No reason, I guess. A lot of people get touchy about accepting help from people even if they need it. At least in my
World.
world. At least in my world, some people don't like taking charity.
But God expects us to perform charitable works. Refusing to accept them would mean that someone else was stopped from being able to give.
Point. Don't ask me, I'm not religious.
Why not?
Nathaniel steps in to rescue me.
Faith is a personal matter. Of course, I don't mean to be rude. It's just that this world is so wonderful and I just want everyone to appreciate it. Look how it's brought us together. Isn't it amazing?
It's pretty amazing, alright.
I wouldn't call it a good thing, though.
Not yet, but we're gonna see how this ends up.
Everything is for the best. You'll see.
Such an optimist. Nathaniel clasped his hands briefly in front of him.
If Janet and Bradley decide to stay here as well and you all attend the same school, Robert can drive all three of you to classes together.
Whoa, now he's being really generous.
Whoa, wait a second. Wait a second. Callie,
What?
there was just a superb indication that he doesn't expect us to get back. I just want you to want to point out that he is planning on us staying here. He is already planning for that being a very high possibility.
Right.
Anyway. What? Stay here? Why ever not?
It startles me a bit as well. I've only known Nathaniel for 2 days and he wants me to live here? But not just me.
I have to stay with Linz.
He doesn't sound happy about that. Aww. Aww.
We want to save you.
Yes. Linz does not own you. He might.
No, we are. He needs me. He forgets to eat. He can't clean up after himself. He never gets a good night's sleep unless I tell him to.
Okay,
and my dog is looking at me like, what is that noise you are making?
No, so what we gathered here is that Raphael owns Linz.
Yeah, Raphael is mom.
I think I made this reference in a previous episode, but yes. What are you, his wife or his mother? Wait, are you his boyfriend? You guys can read that.
Except you clicked off it, but no, he's never touched me.
Oh. That's slightly hard to believe considering what a pervert Linz is and how ridiculously pretty Raphael is.
Maybe he's really legitimately not into guys.
Ugh.
Or maybe he likes the more masculine. I'm sorry. It just came out.
One moment while I throw up.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
I don't know how.
I didn't mean to.
I don't know how long we've been going, and I might need a break.
I don't think we've been going long enough for a break.
I don't know. I thought we were going.
Amaya, you're gonna have to read the next part.
Okay. Well, okay. Fine.
You said yourself how nice it was that we were all brought here together. If Bradley and Janet were trapped here, They will need friends who understand what's happened to them.
Let's consider it at least. I wince, realizing what he's getting at. If I stay here, I can't very well go around telling everyone I meet that I'm from an alternate universe. I'll probably end up in a madhouse.
They don't have the stuff that we have.
Science? They don't have the internet!
Well, it is the 80s.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I think that there were things getting toward the internet in the 80s, but they didn't seem to have a clue. Moving on.
Okay. Science seems to be a little different here and a lot weirder. Maybe people would believe me, but in that case, I might end up locked up by government for research. That's worse!
I don't think you're genetically any different than whatever.
But they might think so. I mean, even if
Yeah, but all you have to do is run a couple tests to figure out that.
you would hope.
There's room for all of you here. This house is far too large for me alone.
Aw.
But you're not alone. There's...
Nathaniel shakes his head abruptly, then sighs.
There is a spark of hope, and I will not let that spark go as long as I can. But everything ends eventually. I'm taking the chance, but I am not certain of the happy ending. Things happen, and you can't always control them. I have accepted the possibility of failure. You have to have faith. And you too, Janet. You will find a way home. You have to believe.
What is there for me to believe in? I don't know how I got here in the first place. Some interdimensional fluke that only pops up every few years and which no one has ever come back from. How can I possibly believe that we'll find a way? There's no hope. There's hope. There's always hope, but I have to accept the possibility that I will never be anything more, but I have to accept the possibility that it will never be anything more than that. Sorry for my failure at reading today, guys.
Well, in any case, you can take a break because we're gonna stop now.
Yeah, the different scene.
So I don't know what's going on in this scene because I'm not even sure I want to know, but
They've all sort of gathered around
what appears to be a coffee table. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the next
part.
part.
Which later.
Yeah,
You'll
so
see later. So bye.